Valerie's with us in Tucson. Hi, Valerie. How are you?
Hi, Dave. God, I tell you, I look forward to the afternoons when I have my appointments because I know you're on the radio, and I just love your show. But anyway, my fiance died 2 months ago.
Oh, my gosh.
And
What happened?
And he let himself out.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, it was pretty traumatic, especially as I witnessed it. But anyway.
Whoa. When were you scheduled to be married?
Well, we were looking at July 17th of this year.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Whew. So where does that leave you?
Well, I am left with a vehicle, which I can take care of the payments on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I went ahead and took over his phone and dropped my phone number. It was the lesser of the payments. And let's see, his motorcycle was taken care of.
What does taken care of
whatever
mean?
was left, I'm sorry?
What does taken care of mean?
Well, all we had to do was just turn it back in, basically surrender it. And
you didn't have
provide a
your
death
name on
certificate.
that loan?
No.
Is your name on this car loan?
My name is on this car loan as well as his, and that's fine. I need a vehicle to get around. I need a vehicle to be able to get out of Tucson because I am leaving in probably another 5 or 6 months.
I guess. Okay. And how much do you owe on this vehicle?
About $23,000 and
Good
something.
Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you make a year?
Well, right now all I'm making is student loans.
You don't have a job?
Unfortunately, no, and no one is hiring. No one is hiring me, and it's frustrating. So they want you to have a vehicle. You show up, and they don't hire you because you don't fit whatever they want, and I don't understand it. And these employers are taking full advantage of the fact that they have these large pools of unemployed people. But anyway, the main problem right now is we took two of his credit cards to a credit union, and we had it put onto, we did a balance transfer, basically.
We, meaning you signed this note.
I'm sorry?
We, meaning you signed that note as well.
Yeah.
So now you have the debt. How much do you owe those guys?
About $700 and something.
Dollars?
Yes.
$700?
Yes.
Okay. And how much student loan debt do you have?
Probably $7,000 and counting.
Okay. What are you studying?
OSHA with a concentration in fire science.
Say again?
OSHA with a concentration in fire science.
Okay.
So the thing is, my fiance, his parents, and I went into this credit union, and they had me fill out an application. They took over a month to contact me, so I think they're cooking the books, first of all. Second of all, this credit union wanted to run my credit and have me take on a small loan to take care of his debt.
I mean, it's not his debt. The $700 debt, you signed for it.
Right.
It's already your debt.
Yeah, you're right.
It's already your debt. You don't need to fill out an application. Your name's already on it.
Well, exactly.
And honey, let me just tell you, that paranoid statement was out of control. Credit unions don't cook the books on a $700 debt to try to take advantage of you. They just want their money.
Okay.
They just want their money.
Why does this credit union in particular always have a security guard on duty? You know, I've never seen credit unions do that.
Well, they're a bank.
Banks do that.
They're a bank. I mean, in a sense, lots of credit unions have security guards on duty. Are you participating in a church?
A little bit.
Okay. I think it'd be a really good idea to sit down with your pastor and start to unpack some of these things, because this thing, you're a human, and any human that goes through what you have been through in the last year, man, it hurts and it leaves a mark. It scars.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard to
right.
function and to do things exactly the right way. And so I think it's a good idea for you to sit down and unpack some of this with somebody. And a pastor's a good way for you to start that, and that'll probably help your employability at that stage of the game. Because what you've got is an income crisis. You cannot run these student loans up through the roof to pay car payments on a $23,000 car. This is absurd. So we've got to get you making some income, even if it's waiting tables, to survive and to stop piling on the student loans and get you down, get your car sold and get you into a reasonable car, because this car is way out of control in your situation. But I'm more concerned about you than I am all of that. That you can sit down with someone that can unpack this stuff with you, because, I mean, if you were my daughter, that's what I'd tell you to do, because if she had been through that. Because it's such a traumatic thing that you have a normal person that goes through that has a kind of a post-traumatic stress situation. And it's just you grieve, but the violence of what you're grieving is just so hard to walk through. And so just get with somebody that can love you well and help you walk through some of that stuff, because you kind of feel like right now everybody's ganging up on you. And I understand how you feel that way, but they're not ganging up on you, and they're not out to get you. And but that comes from what you've been through, kiddo. So that's my recommendation as your old ugly uncle. That's me telling you what to do. Is you need to sit down with somebody on that before you move forward in student loans, and then as you can start to get some of that stuff stabilized, then you can, just get some basic jobs going, something to create an income, and to where you feel like you're getting some traction in your life again. I'm so sorry you're facing this. So, but yeah, that's my recommendation: is find a good pastor that will invest some time into you, and or a counseling staff at that church that will invest some time into you. Thank you for the call. Open phones at 888-825-5225. Folks, the stuff she's facing that was some wild stuff there. But a lot of you listening to me asked me questions on the basics of things that she was talking about there. And that call needs to be a reminder to you this. Don't buy stuff with someone you're not married to. Don't go into debt with someone you're not married to. Well, we're getting married. I know, but horrible things happen sometimes. Even breakups happen sometimes. And then you own a house together, or you own a house with his parents, or you've got a note, down at the credit union that's left over, or a car that's left over. When you're combining things and you're acting like you're married, you set yourself up for all kinds of problems financially. Don't do that stuff until you're married. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.